Hi, everyone.
Hey!
Welcome to...
That was annoying.
You want to start again?
No, that's fine.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to The Worst Takes. I'm Josh.
And I'm
Fuck,
Sarah.
Water from the pants.
Josh is drinking pants water, and I'm drinking a Truly.
Yeah, you know what I forgot to do? That
What?
I'm not going to fix because it doesn't matter?
What?
I have one of the cameras set to 60 FPS and the other one set to 30 FPS. I'm going to downgrade it to 30 FPS. I don't fucking care. But
Yeah,
like,
fuck that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You don't get quality.
You don't get quality. Eat shit.
Eat
Viewer.
shit. Viewer.
Me in the future when I edit this.
Josh later.
It's gonna look
future
the same.
Josh.
Who fucking cares?
Right, though.
Probably.
I don't know.
It's probably not. It's gonna be the worst fucking.
Fucking right. How do we start this podcast?
I say, how are you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Josh?
Doing good. You're drinking beer.
drinking
Is that how
beer.
scarred you are after researching
Yeah,
topics?
we went to Denny's. And I think it's safe to say that I haven't been to Denny's in 4 years.
It's definitely been a couple years for me.
It's been a long time.
Being in a pandemic did not help.
No, it did not.
Now that we're-
normally don't go to Denny's.
Yeah, right. And
But we were like,
we're
fuck,
fully
man.
vaccinated.
Yeah.
We're finally fucking Vax gang.
Pfizer gang.
Pfizer gang.
This
yeah.
is the hand signal for Pfizer gang. So go out and do this, everybody.
Sign
your
language
Pfizer gang.
sign language for I love you.
Yeah.
That's Pfizer gang.
I'm trying to trick people into saying that they love each other.
Oh, that's
I
cute.
know, it's
that's
cute.
actually cute. Yeah,
Yeah.
So all right, keep it that way.
This is the Pfizer gang symbol.
But yeah, no, we fucking
Yeah.
we what is it? We went out. We
We went to
celebrated
Denny's.
being fully
Vaccinated.
immunized. Weirdest feeling, but we're full. We're
Very
happy.
excited. I almost cried.
And hopefully we can do more of that, and hopefully
Yeah.
other people can keep doing it. Get fucking vaccinated,
get vaccinated.
everybody.
It's a fun time.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fun to go. I mean, I know if you're not vaccinated and you don't want to get vaccinated, you're probably still going out.
Which fuck you.
Which fuck you.
Fuck you. You
Go
fucking
fuck
asshole.
yourself. But like, it's nice.
It is nice. It really is. Get vaccinated and go out.
Yeah.
My sister actually went out and went to a movie and she liked it.
I know. It's been crazy.
It's
Fucking
weird hearing people actually do things again.
Yeah, it's like, wow, I went to a movie. And then everybody's like, whoa, what movie did you see? How was it? Was it really good?
Yeah, it's a very special occasion.
It's
you know?
so
it's very,
nice, actually.
It's yeah, and I love it.
It's really sweet. I love hearing, like, I wish people were more excited about regular things.
Which
like
we should
this
be.
Most of the
Everything's
time.
a miracle, guys.
Honestly, yeah, this is
The
why
fact
this
that there's
pandemic
electricity in a fucking metal box.
Yeah.
Letting you listen to this.
Absolutely.
And watch this.
This
is-
shit's
is-
crazy. Life
yeah.
is insane.
Life is insane, so enjoy it.
Go out there and enjoy your life, man. I'm gonna
Yeah.
like walk around and like go to a park and shit. It's crazy.
But you know what hurts enjoying life?
You know-
Some worst takes.
You know what? You know what? So okay, Josh, which one do you want? Do you want this? Okay, I got two things today. One is Scientologist rape case, and the other one is climate change.
Very different.
Very different topics.
Scientology, rape, or climate change.
Yeah. Which one do you want right out the gate?
Which one's the second funniest?
Probably climate change.
We'll do climate change
Well,
first.
I mean, climate change, like the responses to climate change are probably more funny.
but
But the
Scientology is more wacky. Rape's wacky is what we're saying.
rape isn't wacky itself. Scientologists are just crazy.
Oh yeah, of course.
And the shit that they do and the terms that they use
All right.
to talk about people is crazy.
All right, I'm in. Let's do
Scientology?
Scientology. Let's get Scientology. Let's get the crazy shit out of the way.
So I didn't so much as I didn't so much as go through the comments in this one as I did just read an article from the Los Angeles
What?
Times.
You're doing what I do?
Well, it's not a crazy article. It's like a regular article based on Scientology. And
Well,
then
yeah.
we're going to go into the replies and the
okay.
the Twitter thread.
All right. I'm excited.
So this is actually probably going to be a little long topic. That's why I only have two.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. The Los Angeles Times. The Church of Scientology works hard to keep its inner workings out of the public eye. But at a hearing last week in the rape case against actor Danny Masterson, church officials are unable to stop their practices from being debated in open court.
All right, hold on real quick. Who's Danny Masters?
He was on that 70s show.
Oh, the curly-haired guy?
Yeah.
That fucking crazy guy? I know
He
about him. I know
has
about him being a
raped
rapist.
so many people.
Yeah, I
It's
know about this.
crazy.
I literally know about this. This was like, I think, a year or two ago when that
Yeah.
first came out.
It's been going on for a long time, since like 2003.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
okay,
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is about him, the Scientology. So is this about the impact he has on Scientology not being able to hide their shit?
This is Scientology. So basically what happened was the accusers of Danny Masterson, the victims at this point, they're obviously victims, of Danny Masterson, have come out to, basically like take him to court.
Oh, shit.
And try to get him charged with rape.
Good. If he's a rapist, fucking lock him up.
Yeah. But because most of the victims were within Scientology also, the fact that them and him are both in Scientology brings about how Scientology silences rape victims.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Oh, yeah. No, I've known I've heard bits
also,
and pieces.
Like, just their inner workings and how weird it is.
Oh, yeah, because they run
Just
it
in
like
general,
a weird
hierarchical
business. Yeah, that's what it is.
It's basically like a business, but it's also like a social thing.
Yeah, because it's classified as a religion or whatever. Even
Right.
though.
And up until now, the reason this has taken so long is that courts, for the longest time, were not allowed to bring Scientology and discuss Scientology in the court as whether good or bad, because it's a religion.
It's a religion, and it would sue you. Like they have a really bad history of literally suing anyone that talks negatively of.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and not only that, Leia Remini, she was on King of Queens. She was the wife on the King of Queens. She has come out pretty famously in 2013 against Scientology and saying like the horrors of Scientology.
Yeah.
And she's working with another guy in this article to make a TV, like a documentary series about it, which I'm very excited for because this is very interesting.
Which is interesting. I know there's like already a couple there's already a few that are they already have a couple like Scientology things, but I would really like her perspective on it
because it's from inside.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like she knows a lot of the shit that happens. Like she had a lot of shit that happened. A lot of different people will go through Scientology and have different experiences. And she like, who baby? Okay, blah, blah, blah. The Church of Scientology works hard to keep its inner workings out of the public eye. It has hired private detectives to keep tabs on straying members, and experts say its lawyers vigorously defend against legal incursions, arguing to judges that Scientology's beliefs are not courtroom fodder.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
That's the defense that most,
Yeah.
But at a hearing last week in the rape case against actor Danny Masterson, church officials were unable to stop their practices from being debated in open court. 3 women took the stand to recount violent sexual assaults allegedly committed by the celebrity Scientologist, and each told similar stories of how church officials tried to stop them from reporting Masterson to police.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, one woman testified that a church official instructed her to write a statement showing she would take responsibility for a 2001 assault in which she alleges Masterson raped her while she was unconscious.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing that's in this. That's like, what?
That's fucking insane.
That's wild.
That sounds like Scientology, though. That's the thing that's like, that's like, the shitty part.
It's not even really shocking.
It's like if you put money on it 5 years ago, you would have been making a pretty smart bet. You'd have to be an idiot to be like, no, Scientology isn't.
Well, I mean, remember when it used to be a joke? It was like, oh, let's make a.
Well, yeah, it used to be a joke, and then
the BoJack Horseman, like, oh, improv's like Scientology, where it's the levels, or something like that. It's like, ha ha ha. But it's like, no, this is very terrible.
This
is a criminal organization.
Oh, for sure, it's an organized fucking mafia.
Yeah, of rapists
Hollywood elite
and Hollywood
rapists.
elite.
Yeah. Which is so ironic that like I'm going to talk about QAnon later. Yeah, like QAnon. There's a real thing, guys. You fucking morons
to
that
be
you should
upset
care
about.
Yeah,
and it's just this sector of the fucking world that we just let happen.
Yeah.
It's wild.
You can hate Hollywood, guys.
You can.
But
yes.
You don't need to bring demons into it.
You don't need to bring...
You just got to bring Xenomorph or whatever.
Demons in Christ is Lord Xenu. Another woman who was born into Scientology and planned to report Masterson to police in 2004, a year after she said she was raped at his Hollywood mansion, recounted how a Scientology attorney showed up at her family's home. The lawyer, according to the woman, warned that she would be expelled from the church if she went to authorities. Quote unquote, "We're going to work out how you cannot lose your daughter," the attorney told the woman's father, according to her testimony.
Jesus. Yeah, because what they'll do, I think I've heard multiple times about how they have like case files on like literally every single person that ever goes into Scientology and just a fucking pile of dirt.
Yeah.
That they'll use to smear and defame you.
I think it's only for famous people though. I think it's only for the famous ones.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was for everybody.
I mean, from remembering what I heard from Leah Remini, it's like if you are in the public eye, you know,
they'll try to keep you. Yeah, because they'll try to keep you in. You know, just
if you're just like Joe Schmo.
Maybe not.
Probably
They'll
not
probably
as
take
bad.
your money and
and then you're just like they don't really care.
Yeah.
But when it's public, like you can go to a newspaper and like you know.
Well, yeah, because as long as you're popular and in the public eye, you can either help them or hurt them, and they don't want you hurting them. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. The focus on Scientology during the preliminary hearing, which stretched over 4 days, it included lengthy discussions of internal church texts and doctrine, wasn't lost on Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge Charlene Olmedo. I don't know. In ruling that there was sufficient evidence against Masterson to allow the case to proceed towards trial, Olmedo concluded Scientology has an expressly written doctrine that not only discourages but prohibits its members from reporting one another to law enforcement.
Jesus. That makes sense.
Right. The policy explained why several of the women did not report Masterson's alleged crimes to the police for more than a decade, the judge found. Because obviously, if you wait a long time, anybody, you know, if you wait a long time to report a rape, there's always going to be some fucking asshole that's like, why didn't you report it back then? What the fuck? Well, maybe you were traumatized.
They're traumatized. There's been a huge stigma against, especially like back when
back in 2004, there were all these rape jokes around, and
then like it took 20 years for Bill Cosby to which I mean he's had allegations and no one gave a shit.
Yeah,
because it was just one woman or whatever.
Yeah, because you feel like nobody gives a shit.
Well, because we live in a misogynistic society.
Exactly, man.
Where that discourages women from speaking up against powerful men. Like
absolutely, it sucks.
Yeah,
it's fucking trash. I don't. Yeah. It was a type of public dissection that is unusual for the insular, enigmatic institution. The church, which counts a number of high-profile actors among its parishioners and operates a celebrity center in the heart of Hollywood, has long been accused of going to extraordinary lengths to keep criminal allegations and other claims of wrongdoing in-house, experts said.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
The activities of Scientology have been so much a part of the evidence that's being put forth as to why these women were not immediately going to law enforcement that it's sort of brought the dirty laundry out into public view, which is exactly what Scientology does not want to have happen, said Mike Rinder, the church's former top spokesman who left the faith in 2007.
Damn.
Yeah, so he left, and he and Leah Remini are making this thing.
Good. All right.
Okay. So now these are the statements from Scientology currently.
Really?
About this. Buckle the fuck up.
Is it really going to be crazy? They're not even going to like try and like be professional about it?
No. No.
I'm kind of surprised actually. They're going to ruin their own reputation that they're trying to scrub clean. All right, let's see.
In statements to the Times, the church denied it has a policy that dissuades members from reporting crimes. So they're like, what are you talking about?
That's not real.
That's not real.
Never did it.
Despite repeated references to Scientology texts during the hearing that appeared to include the directive.
All right. Okay. So they're
just contradicting themselves.
They're just trying to. Yeah. Okay. They're just gaslighting us already. Hell yeah.
Karen Pugh. I think it's Pouw. Pow.
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 I don't know.
I'm gonna say Pow because I don't want to say Pooh. because I don't want it to be like a...
More like PU.
Karen Powell, the church's top spokeswoman, and Olmedo's comments were flat out wrong and dismissed the allegations against Masterson as nothing more than a money shakedown by women who are also engaged in a civil suit against him. She just wants my son's money. It's just like fucking weird. What the fuck? The women, Powell claimed without evidence.
Thank you. Hell yeah. Fucking body him, dude.
Fucking body of the Los Angeles Times. The women, Powell claimed without evidence, are parroting comments made by Leah Remini, an actress who became an outspoken critic of Scientology after breaking with it in 2013. Rinder is a co-executive producer with Remini on an A&E series about Scientology. So she's basically like, no, they just don't like it and they don't want to be a part of it. Just like that Leia bitch. Like,
yeah, they're making a whole documentary about how much they hate us. Hashtag hate the haters.
Fuck the haters.
Circle.
Hashtag.
Let them know that the haters will not get to Scientology.
We have to finish the circle.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We do.
Fuck.
Oh,
God damn it. I was living in bliss for a few days, a few weeks.
Circle. Message.
Circle. Message the LA Times. All those bitches are fucking liars, dude.
The LA Times. Church policy explicitly demands Scientologists to abide by all laws of the land, including the reporting of crimes. This is blatantly clear in the documents we understand were put before the court.
Really? Were they?
And many others.
Oh, just many others?
Yeah, just others.
You know, I really hate this because you're the church. You can show the proof.
You can show the proof.
Show the documents.
And all the proof that you have has included the directive against, reporting crimes from other people.
Just make a fake fucking document at that point.
Well.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. Yes, let's go. So okay, what do they fucking
Oh, okay, let me get there.
Okay, all right.
Powell wrote, repeatedly noting the church is not a party in the criminal case. The court either did not read them in full or ignored them. It should have done neither. Interpretation of church doctrine by the courts is prohibited, and the ruling is evidence why. They're not allowed to look at
it because the court ruling proved it. What? Are they on drugs?
Yeah,
they are. They are on
yes,
drugs.
probably,
They're Hollywood Scientologists. Of course they are. Continue.
Okay. This is really funny. The church's doctrine generally dismisses government institutions, like courts, as invalid and directs members to deal with complaints internally, said Rinder, who described himself as having worked closely with L. Ron Hubbard, the former science fiction author who founded the church. Knowing that contacting law enforcement can lead to excommunication and being cut off from family and friends who remain in the church, members often remain silent, according to Rinder and testimony delivered in court last week.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to skim through it because it is a long article.
Fair enough.
Scientology had managed to persuade courts that you can inquire into our religious practices and beliefs and have managed to dissuade much discussion about Scientology. Rinder said. So basically he's saying like more and more people need to talk about Scientology as being a cult, basically.
Well, yeah, of course.
Because it's somehow Scientology has figured out how to fly underneath the radar.
Which I really don't. It makes no fucking sense. You can pick up a Bible and read it, you know?
Yeah, that is true. Why is Scientology so secret?
Getting like this pass, you know?
Yeah. You should be able to actually like
for
it should
every
be
major religion. There is
That's
a
book
that is literally public and in every single fucking
you could find
Barnes and Noble. You can probably not online for fucking free.
Mm-hmm. You could probably find the Scientologist books that they have. I don't know, but I think it's just like somehow they're just not in the zeitgeist.
Well, yeah, it's definitely not like it's definitely not mainstream because no one takes it seriously.
Whatever, yeah,
which,
exactly.
We should. Don't get me wrong.
We should be taking it seriously in a bad way,
in the worst way possible. Because if your religion, I put the quotes there Scientology because you call it a religion. Sarah, we got censor Sarah, guys.
It's a
Guys, Scientology's gonna kill us. Scientology's gonna fucking kill us.
Rapists,
they will. You're telling rapists to come to your house?
So I can beat them up.
So you can get raped?
No, so I can beat them up. What don't you understand, Josh? beat you up, rapists.
I don't know what else to say.
Either.
We should take them seriously in a bad way because they're just a bunch of fucking rapists.
Right.
Pedophile QAnon. I'll believe QAnon if they start pointing the finger at Scientology.
So this is a different case that happened in 2019 that is mentioned.
Oh, shit.
Just as more proof of how shitty Scientology is.
Hell yeah.
In a 2019 trial, lawyers for Scientology failed to shield the church from court scrutiny when defense attorneys for a man accused of beating his sister-in-law and her husband to death in Prescott, Arizona, argued that his belief in the religion drove him to commit the crime, according to a report in the Arizona Republic. In that case, a jury found Kenneth Wayne Thompson carried out the slayings to protect his nephew from receiving psychiatric treatment, which his attorneys argued is barred by the church's doctrines. So he decided to beat to death his sister-in-law and her husband because they wanted to get their kid psychiatric care.
Wow.
Because he was a Scientologist. Not even them.
Yeah, him.
Just him. That's
insanity.
Wild.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's insane. Like I wow, holy shit. Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should
fucking
maybe they should release some of those documents. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck these people. They suck. They're yeah.
Jesus. I'm waiting for this fake fucking documents they've made.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, we got to get through some of the fun shit first.
Oh, God. No.
Jurors heard testimony about the church's origins and how members use a polygraph like e-meter during a process meant to lead to spiritual clarity.
Yeah, there's the fucking what is it, like the
e-meter?
Yeah, they have like these it's like a race car wheel.
I had no idea what this was, but
so it's because I watched the South Park episode on it.
Really?
Yeah, back when I was a edgy middle schooler.
Hell yeah, dude.
Where it explains the whole fucking how fucking bullshit their backstory is. Mm-hmm. That was just a comic book, basically.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a comic book. But like their e-meter things, I want to say if I'm recalling correctly, it's like two joysticks attached to like a cylindrical. I don't know how to describe it other than womb.
Okay.
Well, it's like an oval shaped thing, you know. So it just like it has like a little meter or something. It's bullshit because it just like it fluctuates and they go like, oh wow, your E levels are crazy. We got to bring them down or something. It's really dumb.
That's stupid. Wow.
Yeah. And that's how and then you pay $5,000 and you join the church.
Wow.
Then you pay $10,000 to get the book. Then you pay $15,000 to get the robes.
God, so stupid.
It's really dumb. Do you think there's a payment plan for Scientology? Do you think they've made that yet? For
sure. Are you kidding me? They're like, yeah, just a payment plan of like $100 a month.
Do you think they have the Scientology card?
I told you my dad one time tried to join Scientology and he just didn't have the money. That was what stopped him from joining.
Good.
He just didn't have the money to do it. Didn't want to spend that money.
Smart
which is great, you know. Both prosecutors and church lawyers opposed the strategy to involve Scientology in the case, but a judge allowed it.
Hell yeah. Oh, wait, what?
So both prosecutors and church lawyers opposed the strategy to involve Scientology in the case, but a judge was like, nah, fam.
You gotta involve Scientology?
We gotta involve Scientology in this shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's mostly the judge that is like the hero here.
Yeah,
because the judge is like, yeah, this is important because we can't let a juror just think that these women didn't report this case for 20 years when the reality is the context of why they didn't.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And that's, you know.
Makes complete sense to me.
Attempts to subpoena church records and call former Scientologists to testify, including Rimini, were unsuccessful, however.
Wow.
Which I wonder if that is on purpose because of maybe some harm. Because I know sometimes Leia Rimini is like, they watch every single video that I make about them. And I wonder if it's like she's still being targeted by them.
Oh, for sure she's still being targeted.
Which is like, you know, yeah.
They will do pretty much anything to protect their image.
Yeah. No judgment, honestly. It's just like...
I get it. I completely understand hiding from Scientology because like...
You kind of have to.
Scientology is just
for the rest of your life.
It sucks. Right? It's a monolith of shit. You know? You just got to be careful because if you look at it wrong, it's gonna topple on you. You know,
right?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Okay, testimony at Masterson's preliminary hearings at times was as much an explanation of the church's processes and cryptic vocabulary as an accounting of the actor's alleged sexual abuse. We forgot this is about sexual abuse.
Yeah, this is about, yeah.
Fucking, okay. One woman testified that she wrote a letter to an international justice chief, whom she described as the church's ultimate authority on disputes between Scientologists, seeking permission to sue Masterson and report him to the police. References were made in court to quote-unquote knowledge reports, things that shouldn't be reports, and OW write-ups. A prosecutor repeatedly invoked books and letters written by Hubbard.
Jesus.
It's just weird
little
fucking sayings.
Yeah.
Or just like titles of things.
He who must not be named book. Don't fucking tell me.
When a woman explained during her testimony that WOG law is the church's disdainful term for police and courts, Olmedo asked if Scientologists refer to non-members as WOGs, much like wizards in the fictional universe of Harry Potter call non-magical people muggles. I suppose, the woman responded, it's not a nice thing.
I gotta ask.
WOG law.
First, WOG law.
WOG.
Law.
We're WOGs to them.
We're fucking WOGs.
We're a WOG. It's like if Harry Potter was around, we'd be muggles.
Why? Can we not just compare everything to
Harry Potter? It's so weird.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
Hey, is this like a children's book for wizard?
Yeah.
For kids to imagine being like they're a wizard?
Totally like the wizard book.
Does you getting raped remind you of Dumbledore falling off the tower?
I'm sure it's just the fucking... I just took a thing and I was like... that was Lord Zeno going through my body. Like, I'm a Scientologist now. No, it's totally...
One point for Scientology for not invoking Hogwarts. Oh no, they did invoke Hogwarts by doing the thing in the first place. Fuck them, but also fuck the judge for pointing that out.
I know. Well, it's gotta be... No, it's the judge. The judge said that. Yeah, the judge was like, whoa, hold up. You're saying WOG law.
Judge of
Are you
law
calling them WOGs? Like the way that this article is written kind of makes it seem like the judge is like, but I really want to know what crazy shit they up to. Let's get this shit in here. That's what
it sounds like. Yeah,
even
it literally sounds like
prosecutors. Both sides don't want to talk about Scientology. They want to talk about the actual crime. And then the judge is like,
no, we gotta make them look crazy.
What about that WOG law though? What does that mean? We called everybody WOGs?
So WOG and then WOG law because they're police?
Like, the courts. So, like they'll sit around and say, like, oh, that's just WOG law.
Do you think they call them Muggle law?
Yeah, that's not even true. That's not even how they were.
Muggle law.
This is so funny, dude. And that's most of the reason that I was like, I gotta do this.
You just wanted that one punchline of fucking Muggles?
Yeah. But now it's also just wild. Fuck, crying a little bit. You know how it is. That'd be.
Oh my god. What a fucking horrible world we live in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it like when Captain Underpants runs around in his underwear?
Wait, do you guys run around in special
special robes?
This person has this Olmedo has a Mormon case later. It's like, so you guys have do y'all really got special underwear though?
Like Captain Underpants?
Do you guys got real the Captain Underpants? Do you walk around? Do you solve crime?
Do you think this judge just has a bunch of books in the bag? Like, all right, how do I connect this one? How do I connect this one right here?
I think the judge just has kids. I think that's what being a parent is like. It's just like, I love the Harry Potter series, and then you know everything about the Harry Potter series. And then you're just walking around, you're like, is this like Harry Potter? Everybody's like, shut the fuck up about your kids, Olmedo.
Do you think the judge ever looks at
this
a photo?
This is about rape.
Do you think the judge looks at like a murder scene and it's like the photo is like a cop standing?
They're like, oh, this is like Scooby-Doo.
No, and this is like Lost.
This is like Lost. That's funny because it's assumed that it's not the kid. It is the judge that just saw Lost one time and is like, wait, guys, is this like Lost? Oh, shit. This is very funny.
Control-Alt-Delete. I'm a gamer, judge.
Okay.
Sorry, back to this rape. Yeah, sorry.
Masterson's attorney, Thomas Mesereau, initially trying to minimize Scientology's place in the case, asking Olmedo to issue an order limiting mentions of the church or its practices in court. He argued that restrictions were needed because of, quote-unquote, religious bias that investigators from the Los Angeles Police Department and Masterson's accusers harbored against Scientology. Olmedo slapped down the request, saying she found it interesting that Mesereau argued Scientology should have little to do with the case, but also referred to the church 88 times in a 29-page brief.
Yeah, that's pretty... Yeah, I honestly, I'd probably... Maybe you should bring up Scientology.
Yeah.
If it's brought up 88 times, maybe, I don't know, talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. It's so funny to me how hard-ass this fucking judge is.
Judge is like, no, do it.
And then is like, but like...
Harry Potter.
But like, it's like Harry Potter. Like, I love you, Judge Olmedo. I want to be your friend, actually. Are those like...
Are those e-meters like the Sorting Hat?
Are those e-meters like the Sorting Hat? So you guys do you guys have the room requirement in there too? Like, what the fuck? And it's just like... And the other guy's like, can we stop talking about this? And she's like, shut up! You're not allowed! I want to have fun. It's my court. Shut the fuck up.
Days Craig. In the courtroom aren't much fun.
And the fucking rape kid, the rape girl victim is just like victim. Is just like... Oh my god, yeah, it's exactly like that. And meanwhile, the motherfucking guy from that 70s show is sitting in the room looking around like, I'm gonna go to jail for raping these girls who love Harry Potter so much. Oh my god.
God, you know, when I raped these women, didn't think they were gonna be this fucking annoying about it.
I didn't realize they were such fucking nerds, dude.
Oh god!
Holy shit!
What if picked a little bit less annoying?
One was like, "Oh my god, is it like Harry Potter?" And then one of them's like, "I never saw that. They wouldn't let us watch that in Scientology." And then the judge is like, "Oh my god, you have to see it,
bro! You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it.
Yo, you know how they like fly on broomsticks in like witch stories, right?
Oh yeah, we did that. We did that also in Scientology. They made us run around on
3 rings, like 1,000 feet in the air.
Yeah. That's so weird. Like, all of Scientology is just Harry Potter.
Hashtag 20.
Hashtag 20.
Okay, so...
Okay. As the hearing wore on, Mesereau appeared to change tactics, introducing church documents as evidence in an attempt to undercut the credibility of Masterson's accusers. Here we go.
All right, let's go.
Here's the fake document.
What are these documents?
While cross-examining one woman, he read from an OW write-up and suggested the church document amounted to an admission by the woman that her encounter with Masterson had been consensual and driven by her promiscuity. She fired back that the document had been written by church officials who took comments she made to a Scientology counselor out of context and repurposed them to defend Masterson.
Wow.
So there's your fake document that you predicted.
They just got like a fucking like a crayon and just wrote down what she said.
I liked the sex. It's like, that's not what this is even about. Like, what the fuck? And okay, and here's the book if you're like, I gotta figure out where the Scientology
I need to know.
shit is. Mesereau also brought out a copy of Introduction to Scientology Ethics, a 528-page tome authored by Hubbard as he cross-examined another alleged victim. And
a 528 book on ethics from Scientology. I'm gonna need to open up that book. The judge was like,
"Oh my god, is that the Goblet of Fire?" Now, what's my favorite? kangaroo court.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Fucking wild. And then these poor rape victims are like, what are we doing?
I just want justice, man. I thought you were gonna fucking help.
And one of them's like, oh my god, it kind of is. Like, the god on fire. Fuck.
Fucking
That's crazy.
Holy shit. Is this insensitive?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
This is just
PC
like
police.
wee. No, it's obviously the victims are fucking.
Yeah, the victims
bless
need as
the
much help,
victims.
and I'm so sorry that
Fuck that guy from that 70s show.
Yeah, fuck that asshole.
And fuck Scientology. That's
and fuck
terrible.
Scientology, yes.
I can't believe the one woman that was born into it, and then just in this society that is just giving her up to be raped by the guy from that 70s show, and now
Ridiculous.
has to go to court to defend
herself
against her entire nuclear family and, people that she knew.
Yeah.
It's wild. That's crazy.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No,
man.
obviously these rape victims are the fucking
victims, yeah.
awesomest women ever. Fucking the strongest people ever.
Destroy Scientology, please. Holy
Fuck
shit.
them. Fucking destroy them from the inside. As much as we're making fun of this goofy judge, I fucking love her or him,
the goofy judge.
Whoever they are. They're fucking great.
Judge.
And they're like all of these people, all these strong women and the judge are all just making Scientology look the stupidest that it ever fucking has, and it's really amazing.
Yeah.
And also we should be judging Scientology way more because
fucking sure, yeah.
I want to underscore that, but also we're gonna have fun.
We're gonna have fun. We have fun here.
But also, like, come on, man.
All right. So,
she mentioned Harry Potter in this article about fucking rape. It's crazy.
Of all the things to connect, I never thought that would be the thing. But okay, so this 528 book of blank pages.
When it was his turn to question the woman, Deputy District Attorney Reinhold Mueller took the book from Mesereau and had it admitted into the court record. He said he and the woman read aloud passages that she said she understood were official church doctrine that discourages Scientologists from reporting fellow parishioners to law enforcement. So this motherfucker had his ass handed to him in court.
So the defense for the rapist brought the evidence against himself?
Them. Well, I mean, I assume they were like going to cherry pick it and be like, see,
and then
look at this.
And then you just had to flip one page over.
Well, and the other guy just stole the book and was like, admit this into court evidence, so now we have the entire thing.
Got him.
In our fucking court.
Fucking own them, dude.
Wild.
Holy
amazing.
Shit.
After he finished his questioning, Mueller handed the book back to Mesereau and thanked him, saying it was very helpful.
Oh, fuck, hell
fucking suck my dick, bitch. Scientologist asshole. Fuck you.
You just got fucking pranked,
You just got fucking owned, dude. This got fucking cucked in front of so many people.
Shit, that's awesome.
Wild. I would want to watch
crazy.
this court so bad, dude.
God,
I want to see this shit. Okay, one of the women who testified at the hearing said that when she reported the alleged rape to church officials, she was told to read the chapter of Introduction to Scientology Ethics that instructs members not to go to police in such cases.
Wow.
In the introduction.
In the fucking introduction. In your thesis. You then expand on that for the rest of it. What does it say? In
a one-on-one meeting, a church ethics officer told her not to use the R word and said it would be a high crime to report another Scientologist to law enforcement, the woman testified. Not the R word that we all assume.
We all know.
But rape.
Rape. Oh my God.
Don't use the R word.
Instead of drugged, the D word.
If you ever go to somebody and they're just like, hey, you hurt me, and they're like, don't use the H word.
You punched me. Don't use the P word.
Don't use the P word. Don't use the P word. Like, what the fuck? It's like a child is responding to you. How do you even respond to that?
That's fucking bananas,
That's bananas, dude.
Holy shit. That is not okay.
She also said that she was required to complete an ethics course because she had done something to deserve what Masterson did to me.
Wow. Are you fucking kidding me?
Terrible. That's fucking
disgusting.
Awful. That's
Holy
absolutely
hell.
disgusting.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and as much as we're making fun, that's that's evil.
Shit.
That's straight up evil from hell.
That's explicitly evil.
That's evil, man. I hate that. Yeah.
God damn.
God.
How do you connect that to Harry Potter? You can't. Judge couldn't either.
He who must not be named. The R word. Don't say that.
It sucks, yeah.
Honestly, though, this shit does really suck.
It does, yeah.
It is trash. Which is also just so much more weirder as to why the judge brought up Harry Potter in the first place. This is such a serious thing.
It's a serious case.
I don't know.
From a children's book.
I assume it's that, people that are in these sort of professions that deal with this.
I guess you gotta try and you gotta make it like understandable to the populace, I guess. But
not even that. I don't think judges are necessarily thinking all the times about, how this is going to be publicized. They just want to get to the bottom of the shit and make a judgment. So fucking, I guess, either it's just easier for the fucking judge to understand it as that, and it's a clinical thing, or they just see so much terrible, awful shit that they're just they hear this crazy shit and they latch onto it and they're like, it's like fucking Harry Potter? Like, what? Are you kidding me?
That makes no fucking sense. I really can't stress how stupid that is.
Yeah.
That's very much...
The shitty thing about the end of this article is it doesn't really end with... Yeah. It doesn't really end with a judgment on if the guy went to jail. Obviously, he should go to jail.
Oh,
obviously,
fucking
he's
sure, yeah.
probably going to, because this did not go well for him.
Apparently, yeah.
The fact that it's Danny Masterson from That 70s Show, it's not just local media reporting on a local case. It blows it up way bigger. It becomes part of Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein. He said, referring to the Me Too movement. Who is this? Rinder, the guy making the TV show. Referring to the Me Too movement, which has outed several celebrities as sexual predators. That instantly puts it into a different zone. Within Scientology, this becomes panic stations, high alert. So basically, it's just this is a big deal for Scientology.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because it's a famous guy.
Yeah.
Even though a guy that's not necessarily that famous, but is
still, yeah.
Yeah.
Very much a...
So yeah, I just read that article and I was like, this is so fucking crazy. I gotta tell you.
You gotta talk about it, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Let me see what the people have to say about it.
What do the people have to say about it?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of good people. People are saying IRS tax, Scientology, way that's a church.
The fact that Scientology dodges all their taxes by religious exemption.
And also tax churches, which I agree with.
Yeah.
Let's stop calling it a church and tell it like it is. It's a cult.
Yes.
So Monty Wolf is not asking the right questions by saying, why were they so protective of Danny Masterson? He's barely a C-lister. Which,
Really? Is this what Scientology has to work with? Really? This is the one they want to say?
Danny fucking Masterson, they're going to throw it all away.
You can throw one or two under the bus.
My favorite is he's barely a C-lister.
It's
so petty. Danny Masterson's reading that, and that's the thing that hurts him the most.
Not going to jail. It's the...
it's the fucking... Yeah.
God, I was on That 70s Show.
Yeah. Come on, that was a big thing. These types of secrets are common for many churches, which is also true.
Oh, yeah, true, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Scientology has it explicitly worse, though, because...
Just the cult of it all.
Yeah, it's more of a cult, but still most...
I've been to many churches of many different faiths, and none of them have said, you probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But then also, I don't know, that's not for me to say.
Yeah,
also,
there's still definitely a couple... I mean, anywhere that
if you were abused
people,
in the church, that's fucking awful.
Exactly, yeah. There's that whole entire fucking however many fucking years ago where it came out that what is it, hundreds of thousands of fucking priests were pedophiles.
The Catholic Church, yeah.
Yeah, so
it's wild, and fucking this happens on a smaller scale to most rape victims as well.
Oh yeah, true.
Where it's just they're just initially not believed because of people are friends with that guy that is their abuser, their rapist, and you're just I can't believe David wouldn't do that, and then they just, they just blow it under the rug, and then they continue to hang out with a rapist. It's what?
Sick.
It's fucking crazy. Jesus Christ. Why does the media consistently portray the inner workings of Scientology as a secret? It's been very public knowledge for as long as I can remember. Hell, South Park was using it as material 15 years ago.
Well, some of Scientology has been public. There's still plenty
there's still like I bet
there's too much that's secret. That's
at
the
this
problem.
point it's like the ocean. Like there's so much we don't fucking know
yeah.
that has happened and will happen.
If your religion's the ocean, you probably need to stop. You need to drain some fucking water then.
Yeah. Yes, you need to drain the swamp.
We gotta make Scientology great again.
Here's the Xenu space plane presented by Scientology. That's you need to know about the cult. And it's a picture of a plane. Picture of a plane.
It's just a plane.
It's a plane. It's got
That's part of their story, yeah, I remember.
Windows all down. It's a NASA.
They used a 737 to fuck the planet and
yeah, that's
spread the Xenu speed.
Spread the Xenu's
I don't know. I'm probably like 10% right.
I think so. I think you're right. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. I'm glad to see the quote-unquote church exposed, no matter how it happens.
That's good. I'm glad that there's a lot of people like fighting fucking Scientology. Yeah.
I don't know what that person meant. Psychiatry kills. Here's Scientologists protesting the field of psychiatry. That's right, folks. Psychiatry is bad. Very, very bad. And then it's just a bunch of people with a sign that says psychiatry kills. I don't know.
The fuck are you guys talking about?
His lawyer is Ashley Schaefer of BMW dealership fame.
What?
Masterson's lawyer is a BMW dealer. That's what Scientology could buy. Why are we pretending like there's some big thing and we're all scared of them suing us?
Maybe they
sue people over like $2 overcharged at Taco Bell. Like what? Why do we give a shit? Like fucking crush them, the government. What the hell? What are we doing?
But Sarah, they're
call the fucking city. Call the city on Scientology. Get this shit out of here. Women are being raped. I think some women were killed. Remember that? That scandal.
You literally just say 2 got killed by Scientologists.
Yeah, 2 of them, like a while ago, right?
You literally just mentioned a case where a man killed.
Oh yeah.
The brother-in-law and sister-in-law.
I mean like 2 women of Scientology were like sent to a room and like raped and left there for dead. Or something.
Jesus!
Yeah, it was like wild. It was a long time ago. I remember.
Jesus Christ!
Maybe I'm just making shit up, and I don't know. Blah blah. Sarah's making shit up. Oh my God, she might be. We don't know if it's true or not. Ba 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 ba. There you go. It's for the
you're
video.
Really losing all the credibility you just built up. Hold on. Okay, so 2 Scientologists. Women killed. Woken killed.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people that are like for this shit.
Oh yeah, there's definitely been
the notion of Scientology owned police is very real. Look at those around Gold Bay, CA, and Clearwater, Florida. Clearwater? Florida?
I guess I know where we're going next in Florida.
I am going to send this to myself because I want to look into this. This is a very interesting topic to me. Ba, 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 ba,
I think you spent 50 minutes on this.
50 minutes?
51 minutes. I just saw the timer. We spent 50 minutes on Scientology. That's our podcast, everybody.
Anyway, climate change is happening. That's my other topic. And a bunch of people are like, no, it's not. We can move on to your shit, Josh.
No, do it.
No, I don't want to do it.
Are you sure?
I'll read like 2 guys, okay?
All right,
We're not going to talk about it at all.
No, let's talk about climate change. So climate change is real.
Are you sure you don't want to do your thing?
No, I'll do my thing still.
Okay,
Fuck
you sure?
I
feel really bad now. I spent 15 minutes on Scientology.
50? Is that
Holy fuck? Is that true?
We're about to hit 50-30 on the recording there. So.
I feel really bad.
Holy shit!
I am so sorry, dude.
It's fine. That's what happens when you do articles. Yeah. All right, do your climate change.
Okay.
Mine's gonna be short anyway. It's just gonna be warning people. It's okay. So Sarah, speaking of Scientology, climate change.
Fuck. This is the AP Health and Science saying 5-year climate forecast, more high heat, continuing U.S. Southwest drought, and 40% chance of a year that exceeds Paris warming goal.
Oh shit.
So basically, in the next 5 years, there's going to be 1 year that's like before industrial times, hotter than that.
Jesus.
So that's really bad.
That's pretty bad. Yeah, that's really fucking bad.
I'm learning actually about climate change in my class that I take at college now, and it's very interesting. The ozone layer currently is shrinking, and they believe it's going to be fully healed by the middle of the century. That's good, but the heat that is currently getting into
just in general,
is fucking everything up and like changing the way that fucking water is fucking going. And if it continues to do that, we're all going to get skin cancer and die. So this is what people have to say about it. You would think if they had, if they were going to get skin cancer and die, they would be like, oh my God, we should recycle. We should all go vegan. Okay. Now talk about the volcano in Iceland and how that single event likely impacts CO2 emissions more than any human activity. The planet and Mother Nature are in control here. The fact we think we can impact this is really naive.
What?
This person's like, well, what about the volcano? And it's like, well, how about you just fucking recycle your aluminum cans, Karen?
Maybe do that.
Maybe your children won't die immediately as soon as they're born.
Right.
Burn up.
Fucking volcanoes cause climate change.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Stuff like this is so frustrating to hear. It makes the average person feel guilty for doing all we can, when in reality 100 companies cause 71% of global emissions. At this stage, the average person can do no more. Now, let me tell you,
that's pretty doomer.
That's pretty doomer.
Right.
I want to tell you,
they're right, but like,
I want to remind everybody this article came from AP Health and Science. This is not a biased fucking article.
Yeah, this is very much.
This is what the scientists say is going to happen, and this is what that means.
And then people are just like,
I can't believe you would judge me for throwing out cardboard into a landfill.
No, still recycle.
Recycle.
Yeah, recycle. You're technically right. The worst kind of right.
Yeah, it's
like you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Individually, none of us can really do much for climate change. It's but like it is the companies that need to fucking change shit up, and it's also changing our power grid and how we transport people.
Right. Yeah.
But still recycle.
Absolutely.
Like there's no reason to waste resources.
Yeah, there's no fucking reason, especially since now, like currently, we've been like fighting it, and we're 50-50 right now, basically, with the CO2 emissions that we exude and the natural progression of like oxide and shit.
Yeah.
That's why the fucking the hole in the ozone is shrinking, is we've actually like been doing a little bit better about it.
Yeah.
However,
that doesn't mean we should give up.
No,
of course not.
Just because climate change has been going on, it's like, no, if we give up now, we're gonna lose the fucking planet.
Yeah.
Like soon.
And we can't all go to Mars,
But anyway.
So yeah.
Devil's advocate here.
Devil's advocate?
No, that's not his name. It's Dot.
Doubtful's advocate?
It's period.
Dot period.
That's his Twitter name is the period.
The period.
The period.
Full stop.
Full stop.
For our British.
Yeah. Don't worry, climate change isn't real. It's a money grab. They pulled cores from Antarctica. It was this hot millions of years ago. It cycles. If climate change was real, banks wouldn't stop lending money to coastal builders for the last 30 years.
The fuck are you talking about?
Know.
How is it a cash grab?
I don't know.
What money is there to tell people that the world's ending?
I think this is an anti-climate change thing where they're like, scientists are getting grants to research climate change.
Oh yeah,
it's
for sure, because they want to.
Scientists just don't want to work. They want to, continue.
You know how much
money
money you'd get if you proved that climate change wasn't real?
Yeah,
you get fucking billions from every single industry. You.
I used to listen to this podcast called Probably Science. That was the first ever podcast I ever listened to, and it was basically like a bunch of comedians that are really into science.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. And they did a live show, and one of their people weren't allowed to be there, so they got Gallagher. They got Gallagher, and they were like, I can't believe we got Gallagher.
Yeah,
he shows up 20 minutes late, and he gets there, and he's on stage, and he talks to them about how the Mexicans coming into the U.S. are taking our jobs, and how climate change is a giant scam for profit.
What the fuck?
And
you've told me about this.
It's so funny because
It's Gallagher.
It's fucking Gallagher.
It's Watermelon Guy.
And he's screaming at them. And it's like, he should be smashing water. Like, we forgot to talk to the watermelon smashing guy to hear what his opinions are. And he's batshit crazy. Like, we made this fucking guy famous. And so they're fucking like, this is a science podcast, also as a comedy podcast. They're like, you're not joking, right? Or, like, you're joking. And he's like, no, like, this is real. And people in the audience are all fans of science as well as comedy. So they're like, booing Gallagher.
Hell yeah.
And
fuck
these are
Gallagher.
like two comedians that like they do stand up and shit, but they're like just two guys that made a podcast and they're fucking shit. And they're looking at Gallagher and they're like, they thought they were going to be starstruck, but now they have to debate climate change with Gallagher,
the watermelon crushing guy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And it's a really great episode. And then I recommend the follow-up episode, because the first thing is one of the people being like, well, we got to talk about Gallagher now. And, that's...
Hell yeah.
I know from that's what the anti-climate change people say, because that's what he said. It's like, the scientists get all that money, and then somebody says,
why? How
you would get a lot of money if you disproved it.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Jesus.
Like, what the fuck, dude? That's a great podcast, by the way. It's so good.
Yeah.
Especially like the early episodes.
Yeah.
I recommend that. Okay. Lol, I ain't ever having kids at this point. So that's somebody else.
Actually, people probably won't be able to have kids in like 40 years. Because plastic pollution is getting too much into our bodies, apparently. I read a headline.
We're going to be all plastic.
Yeah, we're going to be all plastic, though.
Can't make babies.
Yeah.
Well, we could have the little king cake babies, little plastic babies pop out of us. They just won't grow.
Well, yeah, they won't grow. We need workers, Sarah. We need working population to get shit done.
If I can't open my mouth, how can I scream? You know what I mean? All right, you go ahead.
Speaking of not opening my mouth.
Yeah.
I hate everyone.
Me too.
And speaking of hating everyone, Trump. So, I wanna talk about an article that kind of pissed me off a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Because it's dangerous, this rhetoric, to me.
Interesting.
Because the implications of I think we have a problem on left-leaning communities, lefties, liberals, anyone that isn't Republican.
We have a single problem?
We have one single problem.
We only have one?
We have one problem. Okay. Everything else is fucking rosy-eyed, cheeks, and happy, all right? It's fine.
All right.
And that problem is pretending that Donald Trump doesn't exist anymore.
I believe that, yeah.
We have a really big problem. And this is a Washington Post article. Not even it's a technology article. It's not even an opinion piece.
Right. This
is the headline.
Okay. Trump
is sliding towards online irrelevance. His new blog isn't helping. So on the surface, this sounds good, right? This sounds
like yay, but it's like yay for liberals, because I feel like we should be keeping an eye on Donald Trump.
We should be. Because so what is it? Apparently Trump is angry that he doesn't have a presence online as much anymore.
I would too.
Well, yeah, because he's a narcissistic, crazy man.
Yeah, if I was a narcissist, I would be upset.
So
instead of just go golfing every day.
Yeah, so here's how the article's written. And I want to talk about why I think this is a problem, because we're going to look at his blog.
Interesting.
That they're talking about here. Then we're going to talk about a different article that kind of fucks everything up that this article is talking about right now.
Oh, okay.
That kind of makes this article irrelevant by secondhand, basically.
Okay.
So on the internet, former President Donald Trump is sliding towards something that he has fought his entire life: irrelevance. Online talk about him has plunged to a 5-year low. He's banned or ignored on pretty much every major social media venue.
Okay.
That was part of the article. In the last week, Trump's website, including his new blog, fundraising page, and online storefront, attracted fewer estimated visitors than the pet adoption service Pet Finder and the recipe site Delish.
Okay. Well, that's kind of strange.
It's a little strange. First of all, it's really weird that we're comparing this to.
Yeah, the Pet Finder and Delish. It's like, I mean,
niche things, which I guess
they're not
really niche, because I think a lot of people.
Food and dogs.
Yeah,
like a lot of people like food and a lot of people like dogs. I feel like it would be more niche, the better. You know?
Yeah, like it's still very much
your mom shits on records.com.
Poopoopee.net.
That I would also believe. That would be like, that's just all of Gen Z goes to poopoopee.net every morning.
Yeah, so
first thing, and this new Twitter.
Yeah, and this article does mention that like Trump is still by far the Republican Party's biggest star, and conservative lawmakers and provocateurs are now loudly sparring over the importance of loyalty to him ahead of the 2022 midterm elections or a potential second Trump presidential run. Many of the party's potential 2024 candidates say they will not run if he does, and many of the party's luminaries have traveled to Florida to meet with him. But Trump's continued influence isn't translating into a bigger online audience, according to the Washington Post review data from 4 online analytics firms. Social engagement around Trump, a measure of likes, reactions, comments, or shares on content across him on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and Pinterest, have nosedived 95% since January to its lowest level since 2016. So on all the major media, what we're going to call, sadly, the mainstream media sites,
right?
Trump has been declining on it.
Okay.
But Trump still has platforms on far-right websites. You know, Parler still exists. Yeah. I think there's another one, Rumble, BitChute. Anything that's like a free speech website, there's still very much a presence and talk around Trump.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Despite the fact...
I agree with you. I don't like this rhetoric.
Yeah, this is very dangerous, and I want to talk about why.
It's very pre-2016. He can't possibly win.
Yeah, it's
and
very.
Look at where the fuck we are.
Yeah, this is why I'm worried, because I think this is very specific. Like, we're gonna forget about Trump. He's gonna come back. And we're not gonna be prepared.
And that's absolutely. We need to be like, fuck this guy forever until the end of time. Fuck this fucking guy.
Yes.
Not like, haha, let's poop on the stinky little baby who's irrelevant now.
Yeah.
That's not true. If he has a online blog, he's still relevant.
If he has anything going on online, he's still relevant. And this is why I want to talk about this, because this is actually their shift from today.
Okay.
Or yesterday, because it's 2:16 in the morning.
Oh.
Late night podcast. So
make sure we get all your news.
Yeah, so there was 3 posts. His blog is basically just his Twitter account without the character limit.
Interesting.
And also it links a lot more to different like conservative websites, including Daily Caller. I think I saw Washington Examiner, which is like basically a conspiracy
That's a
website.
Conspiracy, yeah.
But like he's still talking about shit like breaking news, massive numbers of dead people, quote, voted in the 2020 presidential election, far greater than anyone has known or seen before.
Wow.
With Memorial Day weekend coming up, tomorrow people will start driving in the biggest automobile days of the year. I'm sorry to say the gasoline prices that you will be confronted with are far higher than they were with just a short number of months ago. Soon, Russia and the Middle East will be making a fortune on oil, and you will be saying how good it was to have me as your president. Oh. And these were 2 separate posts, by the way. Like the voter one and the you'll miss me as your president. These are 2 separate posts, and there's another one leaking article. 3 posts in one day.
Yeah.
On the 25th, there was one long post about how there's a big witch hunt against him, because I think that day he had there was some court case against him.
Yeah, the New York.
Yeah, New York is fucking around, which cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 posts from 8:29 a.m. to fucking, I think, 8:30 p.m. Oh my god, like a whole day of just tweeting.
12 hours, he made 8 posts.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's wild.
It's sad. It's a little sad.
That's really
sad. But he still has a voice, and he's still a voice in the Republican Party.
And definitely the people reading that are diehard Trumpers, and they're like, I do miss you as my president, Donnie. And that's scary, honestly.
It is scary.
Yeah.
Do I know why it's scary, though, and why I hate the first article?
Yeah.
Here's a fucking headline for you. New York Times, this was posted fucking yesterday or today.
Okay.
QAnon now as popular in U.S. as some major religions. Poll suggests 15% of Americans believe that, quote, patriots may have to resort to violence to restore the country's rightful order, the poll indicated. So interestingly enough, there's the TikTok creator that was at the Capitol riot, Marcus DePaula, actually talked about a 2,000 person sample. I don't know if this is the same thing. I'm assuming not. Apparently 53% of Republicans that were sampled for that poll don't believe that even Biden's the president.
Whoa.
Yeah. And this is May. We are still in the month of May right now. It has been 4 months since the Capitol riot, since Biden was elected or sworn in.
Holy fucking shit, dude.
So
that's terrible.
This is why I'm worried
I get it.
about this rhetoric that I'm seeing.
Yeah,
thankfully this is like the first time I've really seen it like explicitly stated. But the fact that I'm seeing this, I don't want to see the trend of like Trump is now becoming irrelevant.
No, I don't want to see that at all.
I don't.
Fuck that. No, he's not. If QAnon is still alive and well, people still think Trump is president.
Exactly.
And that's not irrelevant.
That is definitely not irrelevant.
That's like when Voldemort is a ghost, or it's like after the first insurrection in Nazi Germany. You know? It's like
exactly, yeah.
Hitler's gone for a little bit, but he's coming back.
He'll come back, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, what is it? Thankfully, there's a lot of people, like, there's still people that give a shit. Like, obviously,
yeah.
Like, if New York is going after Trump, I'm willing to bet that as long as they have another fucking, what is it? If they decide to go with the Democrats actually get the Capitol riot investigation going, wouldn't be surprised if Trump actually gets some sort of fucking shit for that. It's just insane to me.
This man needs to go to jail. So
this man needs to go to fucking jail. Like, and this is now becoming a not if but when, because
like,
we need
I hope
this.
Donald Trump goes. No, he needs to go to jail. Yeah.
For something.
Anything.
Anything that you can legitimately get him on, which is probably a fucking lot.
It's
a million things that you can get Trump on. Just get him on one of those things.
Even before his presidency. Are you kidding me?
Right? It's really just like it's because QAnon is this article is, I'm reading it right now slowly. Like what is it? QAnon keeps on changing every single day that Trump isn't recreating the fucking world, you know? So it's never going to end as long as, like, we don't do anything about it.
Absolutely.
And like, don't get, like, I definitely see plenty of posts on a daily basis of QAnon shit, you know? And, like, it's really getting more insane every day.
Yeah.
And people are still buying it.
God.
Even though 15% are this, like, what is it? 15% think that violence should be taken care of, and there's 50% that don't think Trump is not president anymore. That's 25%, give or take, of Americans that are living in a fantasy.
Yeah, that's a good amount, man. That's 1/4.
A quarter.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's really bad. That's fucking trash.
That? Assuming every single person, it's probably less than this, obviously, because there's children. 75 million?
Yeah.
It's a quarter.
I also want to say, when I find my bad takes for this podcast, I never scroll that far. Ever. They are the most liked replies to most of the things that I find. And I literally just go to Twitter, top news, and I go down to the top comments. And it's usually some batshit crazy shit. And, I mean, we've been doing this podcast for a couple months now. And it's like, it's pretty crazy, man. It's been kind of fucking me up a little bit in my head. Obviously, you have to deal with this worse because of your job.
Yeah.
But, like, you can go anywhere and find some crazy things that you never thought that you would hear in real life from another person.
Yeah.
And be tripped up. And I think that's part of that, you know? It's 25% of people are just crazy QAnon people that go on the internet and spread disinformation like this. And it's a cult, just like,
it's a cult. Yeah, just like Scientology.
Just like Scientology. This is a cult-themed podcast, this episode.
Cults.
It sucks, man.
Yeah.
It's absolutely trash.
So I guess I just want to have a little kickback, a little seat with you guys to tell you, hey,
look out.
Look the fuck out.
Look the fuck out, bitch.
It's not getting better.
If you're cool enough to like us and listen to this, then look out, buddy.
Look the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because this is not a good sign. Everything I've read has been bad. And it's been very brief because, like, I think it speaks for itself.
Yeah, it does, absolutely.
Like, I actually got the New York Times for this because I need some source of news now that I can rely on.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man.
So yeah, the Washington Post, be fucking better.
Yeah.
You fucking dweebs. Jeff Bezos ass fucking nerds.
Fucking rag.
Fucking rag.
Hey.
The Washington Post has also written articles about how Trump is still a main thing. Within that same week, I don't know who this technology asshole is.
Just some guy that just didn't have a thing. Yeah.
Look at his page views, guys. He's crazy. He's irrelevant.
He's just a guy that's like too into journalism.
He's hashtag not cool anymore.
He doesn't get as much views as the Washington Post.
Jerking his little dick off like, my page has more page views than your page does. Stupid. It's a very dumb article.
That is a really dumb article.
But
damn,
yeah,
look at you.
Yeah.
Fucking crushing articles. Yeah, that's our depressing ass podcast. Bitch.
Stay on your toes.
Stay on your toes. Street smarts. John Mulaney.
Divorcee John Mulaney.
Divorcee John. I don't want to talk about it.
Speaking of divorces, sad. Sarah, what's your plugs?
My plug is don't be an idiot and keep kink at Pride, you dumbass. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is up with this fucking discourse? I don't want to go into it because it's stupid, but like stop telling gay people what the fuck to do.
Cut the cameras, everybody.
Guys, what the fuck is wrong with you? Go to a park. If you want to bring your kids to a park,
Sarah's bringing her gay shit to the podcast. I didn't sign up to see some gay shit on the
podcast. And all the people are saying, "We'll make it 18+ thing." Pride is the 18+ thing, you dumbass. Fuck you.
Sarah's yelling.
You can catch me at Pride this month in a dog costume, in a Clifford the Big Red Dog costume.
Hell yeah! I'm going to Pride every fucking year. And if anybody tells me to
go home, I'll bark at them. All right, what do you want?
I meant like your Twitter.
No, that's
your like you
follow
know
me
like
on Twitter if you think kink should stay at Pride. And that's at Squin271. That's SQINTON 271.
And my Twitter is Joshua Chinland. If you think that
what
Sarah needs to stop the gay shit.
Never.
Sarah, get rid of the map overshirt.
I thought you meant minor attracted people for a second.
Yeah,
I was
stop
like,
being a map.
I was
and start.
I'll fucking karate chop your ass if you
Sarah,
think I'm being a pedophile right now. I love that the Discord's turned into. I mean, maybe gay people should be able to do what they want, and then everybody else was like, "Yeah, you stinky pedophile. That's what you like."
Oh God!
You want my kid to look at your dog mask?
Joshua Chinland on Twitter.
No, I don't.
And YouTube, and a guy nicknamed JC on Twitch, and APWSTR on TikTok, and
I just keep going to Pride in my big Clifford the Big Red Dog costume, and these kids can't stay off of me. Get these kids off of me.
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras right now. No goodbyes. No goodbyes. We don't deserve a goodbye after that.
Oh, fuck.
You fucking pedo.
I'm not a pedophile. It's just funny to think somebody's kink is dressing up as a mascot, and the kids are like, "Oh my God, it's Clifford the Big Red Dog." And then people are like, "This is disgusting." Get Clifford the Big Red Dog when it's the kids that are bothering the guy.
I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore, Sarah. I don't know what you've done.
I made a connection in my brain, and I was like, I'm really excited to share this comedy with the world. And it turns out it's about pedophilia. Don't fuck kids, but keep kink at Pride. Keep your kids out of Pride. It's not for them.
Fair enough. Goodbye, everybody. We love you.
Bye, y'all.
Take everything that Sarah said out of context.
No.